Good evening, Fantasy Ghosts. How's everybody doing? Is everybody excited? Got your food prep ready for tomorrow and everything? Tonight is DFS night. Low night after a day after we usually do it, but we're all here tonight. So let's get to it, man. How you gentlemen doing?
I'm a little anxious.
Yeah.
I'm a little anxious.
Yeah, right. I feel like I'm
That's
playing
right.
tomorrow.
That's right. I
Uh,
don't know.
hmm
I mean, damn. I suppose I'm a little anxious slash nervous for
hmm
those Philadelphia Eagles taking the field tomorrow. We're looking for
Mm.
them to. I'm looking for them, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm looking for them to pull this game off. I really am. I've kind of
Mm.
pivoted off of my
A lot of
original
people
position
are.
from weeks, but yeah, no, I'm a little anxious for them. But other than that, man, I'm freaking good to go. I'm ready.
good to go.
Hell yeah.
You ready to go, AB?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely. I am hate watching the hell out of the Eagles because I dislike their fans so very much. I dislike their team so very much. I dislike their head coach so very much. Like it's just they win one ring in like 1,000 years, and all of a sudden they think that they're running the rest of the NFL. So I'm like,
Uh,
like I need them to be humbled for a second time by the exact same team.
yeah. And I think they will be humbled too. I think they will be humbled.
it's
All
I
called
right.
think so too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Chiefs
hmm
fatigue. It's Chiefs fatigue.
So this is a little bit different
Hey
setup
man,
tonight.
listen. I was telling my wife about this earlier that I'm rooting for the Chiefs because I am rooting for the greatness. When the greatness was happening with the New England Patriots, I was on the wrong side of that far too many times. So this side, I am betting on the side of greatness, and if they end up losing, then they end up losing. But I am not betting against them.
No. All right. So we have what
I'm with you
one
there.
MVP, which is 1.5 points, right? So explain that. Explain that, AB. When it
hmm
says 1.5 times points, so it's like almost twice as many points
So
that you get.
yeah, it's almost twice as many points for like, regular stats. Like for example, if you were to put Saquon as your flex and he rushed for 100 yards and let's say a touchdown, that'd be 10 points because of the rushing yards and then 6 points for the touchdown. But when it's the 1.5 multiplier, it would be 15 points for the rushing yards and
Okay.
then I believe like 8 points for the touchdown or something like that. So like it's just a half point. It's like a PPR multiplier, but for one player that you select.
So when we do these kind of things, do we do MVP first and then work through the flexes and how? What's the best way to do flexes? Wide receiver, running back, wide receiver, running back, and throw a dart at a tight end, or what do you? What's the best way
Well,
you do
in this game, because it's only one game, you just have to try and target whoever you think is gonna score.
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Honestly, that's the best way to do it. Is whoever you think is gonna score, because no matter what the other players do, if they don't get in the end zone, it won't matter.
Okay. So what do you think?
Well,
What do you think is the MVP? My first thought
I mean,
is
MVP, I think can okay.
is
So
Hurt.
if you want to go surefire, it'll have to be yeah either one of the two quarterbacks or it would have to be Saquon. But the person who I think will have a really sneaky good game is Kareem Hunt.
And why?
Kareem,
Why you say that?
Kareem the Dream.
Because
Why you say that?
I feel like I feel like the Eagles are going to run a lot of like man to man concepts, but I
Mm-hmm.
also feel like, well, because of that, a lot of their DBs, their backs are turned a lot. And when they run man to man, they usually have light boxes because of KC's ability to spread the ball out. So they can come out and go three wide receivers, or they can go, four wide and one running back, and they lighten up the box and then they hand the ball off to Kareem
Okay.
Hunt. So I think that they'll probably make a conscious effort to stop them through the air. So I do think that Kareem Hunt can have a decent day on the ground.
So do you think that's a good flex? The
I'm
super
actually
flex, or just a flex play?
a good MVP. I'm nah. I mean, yeah, I think he's just a good flex play. I wouldn't put him as the
All right.
MVP because I mean I think Hurts has the upside, and so does Mahomes.
I think Hurts has more upside because of the tush push.
Mm-hmm.
What you
Yeah.
saying? So let's do the Hurts.
And I don't think it'll be as easy for them to stop.
No. And they've shown too that they're just not. They've shown that they could do something different off that because they did it against the Rams where they stepped back and threw a damn pass.
So is he
Yeah.
Right.
is Jalen in the flex or is Jalen in this little MVP slot?
No,
What do you
Jalen's
think?
is in the MVP.
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna win MVP.
Yeah.
I think it'd be.
I actually put a little bit of a sprinkle on Kareem Hunt to win the MVP.
I hope it's just a sprinkle.
Did he?
Yeah, of course it's just a sprinkle. Yeah, the odds are at like plus 5,000.
Oh, really? Nice. And I think he threw for like 354 yards.
For Kareem Hunt. I mean,
yeah.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he had a really good Super Bowl.
If they would have won, he would have been MVP that year too. So I think he's going to come out guns a-blazing, probably. To prove something.
Mm-hmm. He is, but Spags is going to blitz the hell out of him though.
Yeah. So just play Hunt in one of the flexes then.
Yeah, sure.
So, who's next? I'm sorry.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem the Dream.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. It's Kareem the Dream. I thought we were just talking sprinkling. I didn't know we were putting Kareem in the lineup. All right, no, just making sure.
I mean, Kareem is the starter. He's the healthiest back in that backfield. He's back. I think Kareem Hunt is probably the one player who is almost guaranteed to score tomorrow.
You don't think Barkley's guaranteed to score?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's guaranteed. I don't think that he's guaranteed only because Spags is going to make a conscious effort to try and take him out of the game completely. And honestly, out of the last 8 playoff games that the Chiefs have played, they haven't let a single person rush for over 100 yards. And they've played some pretty good running backs.
Yeah, true. So do we want to do Worthy as a flex too? I like Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, Worthy's very involved.
I mean, he's a leading target getter.
He's the X factor.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And plus with Worthy, he not only catches the ball, but he also does the screen or the jet sweeps and stuff too. They get him involved in the running game too. So
and screenplays.
Yeah.
And as Untitled is pointing out,
gets rushing work. Yeah,
he's getting some rushing work as well, which is facts. So yeah, no, it's a good play.
Mm-hmm.
So we're what, about
we'll take it.
11,500 each now still? 12. All right. So
12. Mm-hmm.
What are you guys thinking for the last two? We'll go like a Dallas Goedert.
I think a player who's gonna have a really good day, either target wise or yardage wise, is probably Devontae.
Okay, I like Devontae
because I think
fan,
Trent McDuffie is probably gonna be on AJ Brown a lot. So I think that Devontae Smith is probably gonna get like their second or third corner. So I think he's gonna have a really good day. I have a parlay set up for tomorrow for Jalen Hurts touchdown, Devontae Smith touchdown, and Kareem Hunt touchdown.
Oh, nice. He's gonna get the first touchdown tomorrow?
First touchdown. I think the first touchdown is gonna be an Eagle. I think it's gonna be Saquon or Jalen Hurts.
Saquon, exactly. Right, Saquon's.
Yeah. Either Saquon. First touchdown, The only thing about that is like it's a little bit of a coin flip when they get inside the 5 because you never know which one of them is gonna take it.
I think
And I like what Untitled is saying too. I like Goddard. He'd be a good dart thrower because
I like
other
got it. Yeah.
because I would think in these ones you'd have to throw a dart at somebody because everybody's gonna kind of be picking the same people to play, right? So you need to think outside
Pretty
the
much,
box a
yeah.
little bit. Yeah. Okay. What do you think about Goddard, Sieg?
I think Kareem Hunt is the dart throw out of this lineup.
Really? Do we have enough for
I
Barkley
think so.
or
I think Kareem would be the dart throw. Do we have enough for Barkley?
probably not? Jeez.
I mean, just the price alone should tell us, like,
Yeah.
without even looking at those player props yet,
Good Lord.
without looking at the at any FanDuel betting. I mean, but just this alone tells us, like, I think Vegas expects this dude to score. At least he's got a high probability,
Right.
or he's going to have high opportunity.
I mean, he's. You know, I think on DraftKings, I think Saquon is the only one that has a negative odd.
All right.
I think everybody else to score a touchdown is at plus odds except for Saquon.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean,
so explain what that means.
So that means that they're giving him the highest probability of scoring a touchdown. So that means out of everybody in the game tomorrow, they expect Saquon to be one of the players to get into the end zone.
All right. So what are we thinking for the last flex?
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing Goddard as the last one. I think Goddard's going to be very involved. KC is weak against tight ends.
I mean, I could see it, but I don't really see him being that involved in their offensive game plan. I don't. I expect them to try
Kelsey?
to, like, no, Goddard. I think that they would want
Goddard. Okay.
I think they would want the extra dude in because we know, or at least we believe, that Spags is going to come with a lot of freaking heat.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to stay in. I don't see Goddard as a dude for tomorrow. At least that's not the way I see it. I see Devontae being involved. I see AJ Brown making some plays. I see Saquon. I see Jalen Hurts making the plays.
Right.
I mean, that's what we spoke about a few days ago on the preview show.
Right.
I really think this whole entire, at least this game plan he needs to be the focal point, not necessarily Saquon. Saquon's going to get his opportunity, of course, but I think everyone thinks it's supposed to be Saquon. That's the whole key. And I think there should be. Again, I'm not an offensive coordinator. If I was, I wouldn't be on with you beautiful people. I really think it's I do. I think it's an RPO type of game with Jalen Hurts. Run, pass. But don't get me wrong. He'll hit Dallas Goddard, just not for anything that's going to be specific, not anything that's going to be significant.
What about Travis Kelce? They're going to probably be blitzing, pressuring.
I mean, kind of the same thing.
So, and AJ Brown. Oh, geez, Travis Kelce doesn't really go deep. He usually stays between 5 and 10 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Ooh.
Oh, it's like
I don't know who's. I froze.
Yeah, your sound's a little bit off.
How about now?
Yeah, you're good. What do you think? What do you think, Sieg, for the last flex? What's your thoughts on Kelce, AB?
I don't know. I don't really know how Kelsey's gonna do in this game. I do know that like in the playoffs is usually when he shows up the most.
Mm-hmm.
But the last game that they played in, he wasn't really like that much of a factor. It was more Xavier worthy. So like, this could be one of the games where he has a really good bounce back, where like he has a really good game. And I know he's chasing some of Jerry Rice's like playoff records and stuff like that. So I know he's probably gonna be heavily involved. I saw that the books put his odds, like his catches at 6.5, and over 6.5 catches is at plus money. So like that makes me a little worried. But
Okay.
sometimes they set that up like that's just what they expect to happen. But he can get peppered with a few targets. It's just I think they play a lot of man, and because of that, I think that the Chiefs will try and use the most of their speed guys against the way that Vic Fangio runs his defense, and like they're gonna try and send Ford like get pressure with 4, and
Yeah.
then bail like 7 out, and then every once in a while they'll send a blitz. I do think that they'll probably try and take advantage of them at their like second linebacker position because Nakobe Dean is going to be out. So they'll probably have a couple mismatches out of the backfield with their linebackers, or they'll probably try and set Travis Kelsey up against the second linebacker or something like that. But I'm not really sure how they're going to try and attack this Eagles defense.
How much does Brandon Graham being back help Eagles defense?
I mean, it depends how healthy he is. Because if he's closer to like 70, if he's closer to like 80, 85%, then it's gonna make a big difference because that's an extra pass rusher that they're gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
That's a veteran presence. But if he's like at like 40-ish, 50-ish%, then he's gonna be more of a liability while
Right.
he's out there rather than actually helping.
All right. So
And another advantage that this team has is that I mean Jalen Carter hasn't practiced all week. He's had the flu, or
yeah.
he's been sick. And then there's been a couple of other Eagles players too that have also been sick.
Somebody had bad pizza like Jordan.
Or just a
So
nasty bird flu going around.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Could be that too.
Hmm.
That is pretty significant that I don't think is being talked about enough. I mean, like this dude is like responsible for getting like tremendous pressure up the middle.
Yeah.
If they're not gonna put Pat Mahomes at least a little bit off kilter, at least get him out from the pocket a little bit, then I think it's gonna be a tough day at the office for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
That's
agree.
not to say
That
that
man.
somebody else can't step up, but I mean, Jalen
Hmm.
Carter's he's been a beast this season for that team,
Yeah,
for that
he's an
line.
All Pro and it's his second year.
Yeah. But you did, I mean, you saw the greatness when he played for Georgia. You saw the greatness, the
Hmm.
potential for greatness in him. All right. So this last flex.
Well, any food for thought on the fact that we have kicker options,
I,
we still have the
I just
defensive
saw that.
options. I mean, like not to say that I want to play any of them, but I mean,
Hmm.
it's some of these other options here, like
I don't,
Noah Gray,
yeah, I don't want to play the
Yo.
defensive options because I feel like this game is going to be a shootout.
How
So
about
because of that, I don't want to play the defensive options.
Johan David Tyree Dotson?
That is an extreme dart throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dart throw in
If there
2008
is,
also. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
right.
like, that shit
If there
happens.
is, if there is one person who I think like could have a decent day or could end up in the end zone, it's probably gonna be like something at the goal line to D Hop. Like I
Yep.
think that like out of all the players that are there, like he is the one person that they might want to draw something up for, or like they might want to like get into the end zone. They might try desperately to get into the end zone.
Yeah. We talked about that on Tuesday. So Tuesday, yeah,
Hmm.
Tuesday we talked about them probably targeting him to get him
It's
a
his
Super
first
Bowl
time in the
touchdown. Yep.
yeah to get a Super Bowl touchdown. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing. All right, so look, you're gonna have to need to put somebody in here. How Jimmy Juju? How about Jimmy Juju?
Juju could be a good play too. He's a
I
sneaky
mean,
play.
Yeah.
he's experienced in this game, right?
Yeah.
Where Hollywood Brown isn't, where Xavier Worthy isn't, where DeAndre Hopkins isn't even experienced in this game.
Marquise Brown isn't.
I mean, Jude. I mean, it's not that sexy, but I would think he would get more snaps than maybe Hollywood or maybe DeAndre Hopkins.
And I mean, in this offense, Juju's the type of player who like he probably won't even need that many snaps. He'll probably have like 3 catches, but have like 54 yards. Like he'll probably have a couple plays where he breaks free on like a mismatch or on a crossing route or an under route or something like that, and then take it like 35 yards.
All right, let's do it then.
We're going with Juju.
Yeah,
Go Juju for the vet. Yeah, for the vet experience.
And basically, salary remaining 6,500.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, there's only 4 spots, 5 spots. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good spot to remove Kareem possibly and put in Saquon. No, do we have enough money for that?
Can we? Yeah, I was gonna say that. Do we have enough money for that?
I don't know.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
But let's
we
build.
do?
We could build another one.
All right.
We could definitely build another lineup right now. It's 500 remaining. Are we okay with leaving 500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, much better than 6,500.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. No shit. Ugh.
All right.
So on the next one, maybe we could do Kareem and then get a couple of high priced guys.
Why don't we do 2 kickers and 2 defense in the high price guy?
I mean, honestly, I could see the kickers having a good day.
Do people put kickers in that 1.5 one ever? Have you ever seen anybody do that?
I doubt it. I doubt it. Unless it's like it has to be somebody who you know is gonna score a lot of points. Like if it was the Cowboys kicker or something like that, or if it was like Justin Tucker from like 2 years ago, like somebody like that, where you knew for a fact that they were gonna get a crazy amount of points. But even then, the upside isn't there.
Well, Sniper wanted to know how many players are y'all picking for the lineup. Well, I mean, Sniper, since this is the Super Bowl, 2 teams left. It's a very specialized type of lineup build where it's only allowing us at max 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. 5 players. They're all flex positions basically. And when we select an MVP, it's giving us 1.5x points. That part remains to be seen in terms of what that actually looks like. So like I'm assuming it like, okay, fine. So if like Jalen Hurts does what, 22 points, we're gonna get
40, 44. Oh no, probably 30.
No. 30, 33.
Okay. You do math. I don't do math.
No, you're right.
Not my strong point at all.
No, we have kickers too. Should we get a kicker in there for Sniper?
No.
Not even for the Sniper.
No.
We've got other.
The kicker upside is not there.
The
kicker upside is not there.
Or it'd be like a 12-6 game, just kickers.
I've got other good stuff. We've got other good stuff for Sniper tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've got a gorgeous looking, customizable mini helmet. I could just see hers. I mean, who could not? How do you not see hers? On one side of the helmet, it would be her logo, the Sniper Melt logo, and on the other side, it would probably be like either like the cheese logo or like the G logo. It would be one of those. I could definitely see that. And that would look really, really nice. But yeah, that's coming up tomorrow. Once she wins, because that's all that Sniper Melt does is win. She just wins at fantasy, while the rest of us are just like watching the spectacular show on.
So since we did Hurts on the first one at MVP 1.5, do we do Mahomes or do we Saquon?
Absolutely.
Saquon
I would go
and then
Mahomes. So I was looking at
So we're
some
gonna
of the
get
numbers from Andy Reid against Vic Fangio in the past. And a lot of the
set.
times where Vic Fangio had really good defenses, Andy Reid pretty much obliterated them every time he played them.
Or
So,
really.
like, I think that,
Nick
yeah,
Nick
Andy Reid
Fangio's
averages like, go ahead.
0-7. 0-7. I think Fangio is
Yeah, against
versus
Andy Reid. Yeah, Vic Fangio.
Really?
or
Yep.
Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Mahomes. Yep.
Oh
Because Vic
wow.
Fangio used to coach in Denver for a little while, and Mahomes and Andy Reid used to tear them up too. So I think that it's one of those situations where like the better the defense is that they play, I think the better the game plan from Andy Reid is, and the better like the plan of attack is. And Philly has a lot of young guys. Like Philly has a lot of talented guys, but they have a lot of young guys. And one of the things that like Colin Cowherd was saying this week was that Andy is gonna force those guys to communicate. Like he's gonna force those young guys to like, be in situations where they have to think
Hmm.
more than they have to act. So it's gonna be a lot of crossing routes, a lot of underneath routes, a lot of like, like attacking specific coverages and attacking the young DBs, especially because those guys are like first or second year players. So I think that, Mahomes is gonna have a really good passing day. And he only had one passing touchdown last week, so I think there's a really good chance that he throws two or more in this game.
All right, let's do Mahomes and
This is
in the MVP.
this is his typical game.
Yeah,
I mean, this is when he
mm,
does the
pretty
best.
much.
But
Hmm.
that's what
Somebody pointed out.
that's what makes me not nervous, right? But that's why it
Hmm.
seems too
Skeptical.
obvious. It seems like too scripted. Like when are we gonna like see it off script? When are we going to see this where like he gets dominated? Like I mean, I'm not suggesting that is going to happen tomorrow because we could very well
Right.
just see the same show, the same movie once again, where where
Yep.
he runs for his 40 yards in the fourth quarter, he throws a couple of touchdowns. It would be so typical. It seems too
Hey,
freaking
that's all they care about,
obvious.
though.
I know it seems
Yeah,
too
that's all they
obvious.
care about, executing and winning. Hmm. It's
All
gonna
right.
you're gonna be able to tell early on in the game who has the edge, depending on who has like in the first few drives, who has the first three and out. Who's gonna
Uh,
have the
really.
first punt? Who's gonna go for it on fourth down first? Like those are the kind of things that are gonna kind of give you a hint of how the rest of the game is gonna be.
All right. So in flex, we went
But I just think the
Devontae.
Chiefs are better situationally.
Yeah. So do you want to do Hunt
So
in
who?
this one?
Yeah, we can do Hunt and then get a couple of other pricey guys.
All
Kareem
right.
the dream. Living the dream. Here he is. We'll get Kareem in there. We have three more spots. Maybe AJ.
That's what I was thinking. AJ.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get a message over to him. We were pretty close too. I'm not sure if the exact question got there, but I wanted to see if he read The Art of War. Okay? He needed to read The Art of War for this
Yeah.
game. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull out all the stops. I'm not sure if he's read it or not, but nevertheless, if they're gonna have to be they I think they're gonna have one-on-one matchups. How about that?
They
Yeah.
are. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
one-on-one matchups. Um, they're gonna have to win their matchups. This is like a
Mm-hmm.
50-50 ball right now. I mean, yeah, we could go AJ Brown. It's a 50-50 ball. If he comes down with it,
Right.
great. If not, the lineup is in the you know what.
Now,
What about
what if we
the health of the of? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rhino.
what if we did Jalen Hurts in the flex too?
Oh, well, we could do that. Mahomes, Hunt, AJ Brown, Jalen. This is the super lineup.
Okay, do
What do
you
you
want
think,
to try
Zeke?
it? I mean, it's definitely out of the box. I like it.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
definitely it's some creative thinking. So you want to do Jalen Hurts in the flex? Okay, let's see what this looks like.
Okay.
$9,500.
Wow.
All right,
It's because
now we're
Kareem
talking.
Hunt is so cheap.
Yeah. Okay. So now what?
Yeah, you do. Untitled reads Art of War once a year. I love it. I love it, Goat. Sniper has her
Double
flags
quarterback
ready.
gets super wide receiver heavy.
She has her flags
Could.
ready for tomorrow. I love it.
Flags or pom poms?
No, no pom poms
No.
no. The Packers aren't playing. These are flags. She's a ref. She doesn't care who wins or loses. All she wants to do is win.
All
Her
right.
playoff pool, her bets. Who knows? She wants to whatever we're
Oh
playing.
yeah.
Whatever we're playing against one another in whatever contest it is, she wants to win. That's the end of
Good. All right. So we got 9,500. The last
Hmm.
one. So what are we looking at then? Should we do like a DeAndre Hopkins or
it. Yeah, I mean,
Can we? Where can we start?
he's like if he was younger, I would say he's going to be out there doing cardio.
yeah?
But he's not younger. He's not fast. I'm sure that they want to get him onto the field. I'm sure that they would love to get him some sort
Hmm.
of stat for the game. I mean, I don't see him being a
They're
difference
gonna
maker
they're
in the
gonna
game. I
find
don't
they're
see
gonna
him being
find a way to
impactful.
give him a touchdown.
Yeah, they will. I think so
They're
too.
gonna find a way. They're gonna draw up a touchdown for him.
Why? Because he's had a nice career.
Yeah.
They're trying to win a
Yes,
third
because he's
Super Bowl in a
DeAndre
row.
Hopkins and he's playing.
They
Yeah,
don't.
but do you know? But okay, so the,
I
the
don't
the
think they play
reason why
like
I
that.
say that is because the reason why I say that is because Andy Reid can literally get anyone open. Travis Kelsey himself said that Andy Reid could get his grandfather open if he was out there on a play, and and I genuinely believe it. Like I believe that Andy Reid is the type of person who like he can get anybody out there. He can tell them like, hey, line up in this situation right here at the goal line, and I guarantee you're gonna be wide open for a touchdown.
I mean, again, I don't see him making an impact. If you really believe that DeAndre Hopkins is going to be schemed up on purpose, himself,
Yes, to get a touchdown.
to get a
Yes,
touchdown in this game, where
yes.
you've got talented DBs that are going to be guarding him. All right,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Well, we don't know that the talented DBs are going to be guarding D Hop. Maybe if D Hop is out there, he's like the third wide receiver. Maybe he's the person they pay attention to the least.
I
And then
was
you got
talking
him
about
matched up against like
Cooper DeJean. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking
Cooper.
about. Their
Like
nickel.
yeah, but if Cooper, but for example, right? So like for example, that hot dog route that they used against them in 2022 to score that touchdown.
The
The
corn
hot
They
dog.
can DeAndre Hopkins could run the hot dog and get into the end zone.
the hot
Yeah,
dog. Now I'm hungry.
DeAndre Hopkins can get a hot dog and
I,
get into the end zone.
I kind of feel like okay, fine. I think there's more sentimental value going on here than there is like okay, like we need like the best talent at the best times
Hmm.
for the biggest game. I mean, okay, again, it's look, could we get like a throwback renaissance type of performance out of DeAndre Hopkins? Again, I don't want to rule this shit out. I don't.
Hmm.
I don't think he's gonna play that big of a role. I don't. I think
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
I
I
think
don't think he's
he's
gonna have.
I think he's extremely happy that he's even on the sideline tomorrow, for crying out
True.
loud. Let alone
Of
running
course,
routes.
yeah.
Let alone running routes. So
Of course.
by all means.
So Untitled thinks Hollywood would be a good play too.
Well,
I
okay.
think,
And
yeah. I think
I
Hollywood's
think
good
Hollywood
play.
would be a good play too.
I do
Mhm.
think Hollywood is going to be on the field more. Now what
Mhm.
Hollywood's specific role is, again, that remains to be seen. I don't know how many
Mhm.
times he's going to be targeted, but like
Right.
I feel like in this game plan, in what they are attempting to do schematically, what they are attempting to do based on the game's situation at the time, I think Hollywood should be on the field more. That's what I do
And
think.
he could have 6
Mhm.
targets, 4 catches out of the 6 targets for 85 yards and touchdown. Because they have looked for him in the end zone. They
Now,
have,
did
and
we
they
do
look for him deep too.
Hollywood last lineup or no?
No, we did Juju.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, we,
We did
yeah.
the Jimmy.
We
The
did
Jimmy.
Juju, yeah. I mean, I like Hollywood Brown as the last one.
All right.
Now that we go
I
with
think
Hollywood,
he's literally the definition of a dart throw because he could either have 0 catches for 0 yards or he could have 3 for 60.
Yeah. But I'm thinking with him being at 9,500, they're thinking that he's going to be involved somehow, you know?
Hmm. I could see him being involved. Yeah.
All right. So we got Mahomes, Kareem Hunt, A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, Hollywood Brown.
I like this one.
Yeah,
Like
I like that one too.
I like this one. We got both
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
No dollars. We're gonna submit this one.
Yep.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah. Looks good.
If DeAndre Hopkins winds up doing well, I don't want to hear it. And
I'm
again,
just gonna sprinkle some cash on him scoring a touchdown.
we could get into some props tomorrow for sure on the
Yeah.
pregame live stream. We'll take a look at some. I'm not saying that we're going to do any, but we could
Mhm.
definitely look at some of them, see some of the more outrageous ones, some of the more like
Mhm.
like where we can all agree. The 4 of us can agree. By the way,
Mhm.
Untitled Fantasy Football making his debut here on the Fantasy Goats YouTube channel. I can't wait. There's some. We'll take a look at some of the ones that I think we can all agree on. Like, okay, like damn, like my uncle, right? My uncle out of nowhere text me, "What do you think of Isaiah Pacheco? Only 22 rushing yards." And I told him, look, he hasn't ran that well since he's been back from injury. Kareem Hunt's been running well. I'm not sure how much opportunity Isaiah Pacheco's going to have, but the number's low. It's only 22 and a half.
Yeah.
Or 23 and a half. I mean, like Isaiah Pacheco conceivably could do that on one run. Now, again, I'm not suggesting that we're going to play them, but like again, we'll take a look at we could definitely.
Mhm.
I'll keep the FanDuel open. How about that? We'll just move over from
Yeah, I
FanDuel
think
DFS to the sports book.
it's like DraftKings and stuff.
No, we'll stay with FanDuel.
Stay on FanDuel. Mhm.
Yeah,
I
just stay
think
on
that
FanDuel. Why not?
Isaiah Pacheco got hurt. He came back and then he got hurt again.
He
Really?
re-aggravated it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, he
Is that what
re-aggravated his injury.
happened?
Yeah,
And that could have been what happened too.
And-
I mean, that's
and that's why my favorite bet tomorrow, like guaranteed, like I know it's gonna happen no matter what, is Kareem Hunt getting over his rushing yards. Because I
yeah.
feel like Kareem Hunt is gonna get every single touch out of the backfield. He's gonna get a couple of like open lanes that he's gonna be able to run through. Like I just feel like it's gonna be like Damian Williams in
Right.
the Super Bowl that they had against the 49ers. Where he had so many open lanes because of how they were spreading out the wide receivers on the outside, and the Niners played a lot of man. So because of that, he was able to find a lot of creases. I think Kareem Hunt can have that kind of day.
I
All
think
right.
Kareem Hunt will definitely lead the field. I could also, again, I know this is kind of like taking the page right out of the AFC Championship. But like, look, Samaje Perine got in the game, one play, did exactly what he was supposed to do. Who's to say that we don't get more Samaje Perine? Who's to say that we don't get the Carson Steele carry at the goal? I mean, like, you know that
You
this
just
is
never
what
know.
we do. This is what we do know, right? That we don't know what tricks he has up his sleeve. So, yeah, look, that's not to say that. Look, we were saying once Isaiah Pacheco did come back, that Kareem Hunt wasn't going anywhere, and that's one of the calls that we definitely had right, because like he was doing too well in replacing Kareem Hunt, replacing Isaiah Pacheco. So
replacing Pacheco.
yeah, and there's no reason to like deviate from that right now. There just isn't. Like you have to go with the hot hand.
The man is in a he's in a groove.
Extent. He's in a groove. He's in a groove of reps. Correct. Exactly. So that's why I wouldn't. There's no reason to take him off the field. And on the other side of the coin, there's no real reason to think that all of a sudden now they've just been stashing Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco, I'm sure, will have an opportunity or two or three. What he does with it tomorrow, that remains to be seen.
Right.
But that's just Pacheco. Now, folks, we will take off from here because we do want to save some. We do want to leave some in our own gas tanks for tomorrow.
Some little meat on the bone.
That's
tomorrow.
right.
Some more meat on the bone. We will get into kind of like just throughout the props idea. But what I did want to do is we'll go around. We'll give like our keys. Not a ton of them. Not 10 keys per person. A few keys. A few ways that each team could win. What they need to do, so on and so forth. We'll go around the room and do that. We'll go around the room. We'll do some props. We'll spin the wheel. Or we'll have a horse race for a mini helmet giveaway.
There's not a goat race.
Final score prediction.
Goat race.
There's no goat race.
I don't know if I can get goats. I don't know if I can get goats. I know I don't want ducks. I know that. What did we do last time?
I think we did horses.
We did horses, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look for the horses again. I like the horses. That seems more consistent. He wasn't in a groove during the regular season, so maybe he wasn't in a groove. Who wasn't in a groove, Sniper?
Hunt?
Who wasn't in a groove? He was kind of in a groove. He was in a groove for a 29-year-old running back that was lucky that he got back into the league last season. He got himself into a groove. Kareem Hunt scored almost what? 5 out of 7 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. 5 out of 7, or maybe even 6 out of. He scored 6 out of 9 games.
Yeah, he's been on the heater ever since he came back to KC.
Yeah, look, I mean, we didn't see Kareem Hunt do any like 40-yard like dashes, 65-yard touchdowns, 70-yard touchdowns like Saquon, or 85-yard runs like King Henry. We didn't see any of that from Kareem Hunt. But like, look, if the Chiefs were down at the goal line, he came through for them. He definitely did.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Don't forget also, Mel, Kareem Hunt was on this first Super Bowl team. He was
Wait,
the
no,
Super Bowl running.
was he?
Was if not the first, then was he on the losing team against the Bucks?
I believe so.
No. I think I don't
know.
I think he was out of the league. I think he was. Yeah, I think he was suspended in 2022. He was drafted by the Chiefs, but he was there when Tyreek was there. He didn't play in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did. Are you sure? Who was the Chiefs running back?
Isaiah Pacheco. He's been there for 3 years.
What about the other one?
The first one?
Yes.
The first one was Damian Williams. The one that they.
Yeah.
The other one was Damian Williams.
Is Damian Williams or some other?
Yeah, Kareem's never played in a Super Bowl.
I find that hard to believe, but you might be right. I forgot about Damian Williams. Jerry McKinnon.
Yeah, I remembered. Yeah, I remembered because I actually put money on Damian Williams winning the
So
MVP,
so
and then he
was
rushed for like 120 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he still didn't get it.
Kareem Hunt on the losing Chiefs team? Because I kind of feel like he
No.
did play in a Super Bowl.
It's possible he was.
Kareem Hunt. Might as well just Kareem Hunt's career. God damn. He's 29 years old. Kareem Hunt stats.
So he played his rookie year, then he was out, right?
He was on the Browns in 2020. He was on the Chiefs in 2000. Yeah, he started with the Chiefs 2017, 2018. So wasn't one of these their first Super Bowl, 2017? No? Am I I mean,
No, 2007, maybe.
right? I thought it was maybe again not necessarily a winning one, but at least he's played in one. I could have sworn he was on a Super Bowl. He was on the Chiefs, one of their first one, if anything. I mean, we know that he was a Chief, obviously. I didn't know you'd spent this many seasons in Cleveland. Jesus. What the hell were you doing
Right.
all this
It
time?
definitely doesn't feel like it.
All
Yeah, it
those
definitely
years
doesn't feel
before.
like it. But KC went to the Super Bowl in 2019. That was the year after
Okay.
Kareem Hunt left. And then they came back in 2022, and Kareem Hunt was still in Cleveland in 2022. So Isaiah Pacheco was a running back in 22, 23, and now in 24.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Isaiah Pacheco was a rookie in 2022. I know that.
2022.
I thought I was under the impression, without now actually doing the deep dive, that he perhaps was played like I thought in my mind he was on the team with Tyreek Hill.
He was on the team that lost to Brady in the AFC Championship. Kareem Hunt was on that team.
Yeah, the one that lost to Brady. So he played in the Super Bowl. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
So
no. Yeah,
he played
that was
one.
in 2018. Yeah, that was in 2018 though.
All right, that's fine. I mean, win, lose. Yeah, I mean, shit.
Yeah, but he's never actually played in a Super Bowl. That's the thing.
He just said against Brady.
No. He played in the AFC Championship game when Brady was still in New England.
Oh,
Kareem Hunt was the running back for that game.
So the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, that was the biggest game he played in.
All right.
All right. Before we sign off,
Enough of this.
What kind of spread you guys got going on tomorrow? What kind of spread you got going on food wise?
Well, let's save that for tomorrow.
I don't
even
know.
Let's save that for tomorrow. Let's save that for tomorrow.
All right, let's save it for tomorrow.
I want to know what Sniper is going to be chowing down on while she's in her referee jersey with her flags, in her flip flops, just racking up points. That's what I want to know. I want to know what she's going to be eating at the same time, or drinking for that.
Oh, but by the way, Sniper Mel said that he was in a groove in the regular season. Well, apparently the Chiefs don't start playing serious football until they get to the AFC Championship. So the regular season they don't really care. They just run out plays and see if they work.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
And Sniper Googled it. Yeah. Okay. Look, I can't be right all the time.
No.
I can't be right all the time. Sometimes I am wrong. I thought that he played in the freaking Super Bowl. I guess it was like that AFC Championship game versus the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, gentlemen. Then.
And Sniper.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you to all the goats. Make sure you join us tomorrow.
3:30.
3:30 Eastern. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And if you haven't liked or subscribed yet, still do that. And then let us know so you can be entered into the contest. You put the contest up. Let's see.
We're good.
We're good. Okay.
We're good. We're good, Tristan. We're good.
All right. All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll be
You
back tomorrow.
enjoy the rest
All
of your
right.
evening. All right, dude.
See
Late.
you all tomorrow. Have a good night.
Thanks.